This meeting of the Livingston Parish School Board will now come to order. Ms. Tina, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Sharp. Mr. Seals.
Here.
Mr. Frizell. Mr. Brad Harris. Mr. Cecil Harris.
Here.
Mr. Cox. Mrs. Cockrum. Dr. McMorris. Mr. Link.
Here. Mr. Chafin, we have any public comments tonight?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. Item number 2 then, approval of the minutes of the school board meeting held on May 22nd, 2025. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Okay, then no correction. Do we have a motion to approve the May 22nd minutes? Mr. Brad Harris makes a motion. Mr. Cecil Harris seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. The motion is carried. Item number 3, recognition of the state champion athletes from Holden High School for the 2024-25 school year. And Mr. Sharp couldn't be here tonight, so Mr. Purvis will be doing the honors.
All right, Mr. Link, members of the board, we're going to ask Coach White from Holden, which is the athletic director and the powerlifting coach. I think we have some athletes for sure, and we have some sure enough athletes out there that they're going to introduce, and we want to welcome here with us tonight from for powerlifting as well as track. So, Coach White.
All right, so, first I'd just like to thank Mr. Purvis, Mr. Sharp, and the board for having us. We've been fortunate enough, the last couple of years to be able to come here and present athletes to y'all. It's always an honor to present them. They've worked hard. They represent our school and our parish very, very well. Just like to say how proud we are of each and every one of them, not just because of what they accomplished. They're all great kids, and we're all, we're very, very fortunate to be able to coach them and have them representing our school. Unfortunately, because they're all so active in everything, they won their state championships in March for powerlifting and in May for track. It was hard to find a day because they're all doing softball and track and other things, and so we've had to push it back so far into the summer. Some of our older kids have kind of, they're not here today because they're at work or they're on their senior trip, but we'll go ahead and recognize them today. And then I'll let Coach Crystal and Coach Megan introduce our state champion track athletes. So for powerlifting, the first lifter I'd like to present would be Molly Bailey. She is the Division V show weight state champion. This is her 3rd state championship, and she was the East Regional champion, and she's also the East Regional total record holder after this year. Our next one, she is not president, is Hannah Kennedy. She's the Division V 198-pound state champion. Hannah is a 2-time podium finisher at state, and she broke the total record for her weight class in Division V. And just really proud of her. As a junior, she had some rough luck at regionals, and had some things happen where she wasn't able to compete at state, and she didn't let that, hold her down. She came back this year stronger than ever and was able to win a state championship. So very, very proud of her and her continuing on and working hard. The next girl, not here, Rava Craddock, Division V 148-pound state champion. This is be her 2nd state championship. She was also the East Regional champion, and she broke the deadlift record for Division V in her weight class. The 3rd lifter that is not here is Haley Gallion, powerlifting Division V 114-pound state champion. She was a 3-time podium finisher. She had been runner-up 2 years in a row, and her senior year she was able to finish it out and win that state championship her senior year. So very, very proud of her. And then our next girl is here, Brindley White, 97-pound Division V state champion. Brindley, her growth from when she started, she's a 2-time podium finisher. She finished 3rd as a sophomore, 2nd as a junior, and was able to win the state championship this year. So super proud of the way she stuck with it and continued to work hard. And then our last one, Todd Gibson. He's a 148-pound state champion for Division V. He's only our 2nd male to win a state championship at Holden School with powerlifting. And just to show how far Todd's come, Todd's freshman year, he kind of, we had to have a talk, man. We're like, hey, I need you to buy in, I need you to work real, I need you to decide this is something you really want to work hard and, put your all into. And to his credit, he took that advice. He came back as a sophomore, a better lifter, and had a real good year. Junior year, he finished third at the state championship, and this year he was able to finish out and win a state championship. So it's always awesome to see kids, that right from the beginning, maybe they don't have that success, and then to see them grow throughout their career. So that was, awesome for me as a coach to see that. And I'm gonna ask Coach Crystal to come up and introduce our track state champion. Yeah. Okay.
We also have a state champion that can't be here tonight, Rayeva Craddock. She also power lifted and won a state champion. She won a state championship in the long jump this year. We have Gerardo Cervantes. He won the long jump. He jumped 21 feet, a fourth inch in the long jump to win first. He also won third in the triple jump. We're real proud of him. Gerardo's super athletic. Whatever we want him to do in track, he can do it. We just try to figure out where he's best needed in our track team to score us the most points. But he's very athletic, and we're happy to have him on our track team.
And he's also a freshman. So that was super impressive.
Awesome.
Yes. Congratulations.
We expect you to be up here for 4 years in a row.
That's awesome.
Thank y'all.
Okay. I was going to congratulate them on behalf of all of us, but I think they were ready to go eat or whatever, so I don't blame them. But congratulations, anybody watching at home from Holden in those areas, that's a big accomplishment for all those state champions.
Absolutely.
Okay, item number 4. I think we've got some other things to be proud of here. Recognition and honor for Springfield High School achievements for robotics and scholarship recipient. This will be board member Dr. Ron McMorris.
Thank you, Mr. Link. So as for Adam Betancourt, Adam, you want to stand up there? Aiden, I'm sorry, Aiden. Springfield High School class of 2025, top graduate. Bulldog Bites robotic team member 2022 to 25. One of 3 founding team members who graduated in the Springfield High School class of 2025. 22-23 season, Louisiana State Tournament finalist, attended World Championships in Dallas, Texas. 23-24, 2-time tournament champion, Louisiana State Tournament semifinalist, and attended United States Open Championships in Council Bluffs, Iowa. 24-25 season, 3-time tournament champion, 2-time Excellence Award winner, 2-time Robotic Skills champion, Louisiana State Tournament semifinalist, U.S. Open qualifier. Aiden's going to attend LSU in the fall to study mechanical engineering and plans to further his education in aerospace engineering after undergraduate school. Aiden was the only first-year student at LSU to receive the scholarship and was notified after graduation. Therefore, he's here tonight to be recognized for these achievements. And we also want to recognize his coach, Ms. Yvette, and Ms. Tanya, and then Principal Jill, of course, who stands by them. And I think Yvette wants to say something as well. Sure. Go ahead.
Let's give him a hand first.
So yeah, I'm so proud of Aiden, and I'm really, really appreciative to Dr. Ron for recognizing him tonight, because this program has been built over the last 5 years. Mr. Harris was the one who let me kick it off, and Aiden came in his sophomore year to the class and wanted to join the team, and him and the other two that graduated this year and the other members of their team were so excited about it that they convinced me to start staying after school 3 days a week for 2 hours so that they could build their robot. And then we brought in more people, and we ended up with 25 people that year. We started out with like 5, and so we built it up to 25. We had 2 robots competing. Now we have, going into next year, with 8 competition robots from grades 4 to 12. And really, if it wasn't for Aiden's excitement and enthusiasm and commitment to the program, we wouldn't have even gone outside the classroom. So we were going to compete, but we weren't going to spend time after school and do all that. It was him that said, "Can we stay after?" And I was like, why not? What else do I have to do, right? So now here we are, and I'm really appreciative to him, and I'm so excited that now his mom, Miss Tanya, is Aiden's mom, and she's now my co-coach and teaches with me at Springfield High, and this program has just built kids like him who are now going to go be aerospace engineers. So thank you to the board and to Mr. Harris and to Ms. Jill and Dr. Ron for helping support our program.
Absolutely. Let's take a picture and present this to you. If you have never been to a robotics tournament, you have got to go. These kids are just as excited and pumped up and amped up as any other sport that you will watch in the high school. It is so awesome to go out there and watch them, and they put their heart and souls. Do not get in their way. They will run you over, and they mean business. So great job, and looking forward to see what you do in the future, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all very much. I do have a question, Aiden, for a minute. Just curiosity. Your dream of what you want to go after all this, while you were doing it, I was thinking NASA government thing, and then I was thinking maybe Elon, Jeff Bezos, that kind of stuff. Or perhaps you have your own dream, or what would be your dream?
Can you come to the mic?
I'm sorry. I just was curious to
Thank
talk
you.
about
This
it.
is my first time being here.
Yes, sir, that's
You're
fine.
good.
You're good.
So for the longest time, I've been wanting to work at either Lockheed Martin or Boeing. With all the stuff going on with Boeing, I was probably going to lean towards Lockheed Martin, especially for Skunk Works, which really wants to put people that excel in aeronautics and aerospace in the military on a pedestal, and building aircraft like the SR-71 or things like that are really something that I want to go after whenever I get older.
What is Lockheed building right now, do you know?
I'm not really sure.
Are they on the tanks and stuff? At one time, they were tanks and things like that, but I think they probably go a lot higher with that.
They do. They mainly work on jet engines and aircraft. However, I think during either World War II or World War I, they did work on aircraft engines and also possibly car engines.
Yeah, cool.
Interesting.
Just FYI, when you invent something really, really cool that makes the news, this board is gonna wanna recognize you.
Just remember us, yes. If you have anything to do with AI, keep it friendly.
Hello.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Very, very impressive, indicative of our school system and our schools here in Livingston Parish, and I appreciate the teachers and everybody involved with young people like this, and we do have plenty of them. All right, item number 5 then, discussion and action on approval of the official journal for the 2025-26 school year. Superintendent Purvis.
All right, Mr. Ling, each year we have to adopt an official journal to have all of our advertisements, et cetera, that we have to post. And so I'm just asking that you consider the Livingston Parish News as the official journal for the Livingston Parish Public Schools for the 25-26 school year.
All right, is there any discussion on this? Do you have a motion to approve the Livingston Parish Journal News as the official journal for the Livingston Parish School System 2025-26? Mr. Bob says, makes a motion, and Mr. Jeff seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion is carried. Item number 6, discussion and action on naming professional of record for Walker High School baseball, softball, turf projects. Board member, Mr. Jeff Cox.
Yeah, I would like to name Simpson Sports Engineering Consultant as the professional of record for this project.
All right. Do we have any discussion on this? I would like to add, Miss Caitlin gave me a call, or she couldn't be here tonight, but she also says is behind this also. She wanted that said here, that she's in favor of this also, so she wanted everybody to know. Then do we have a motion naming Simpson Sport Engineering as professional of record for the Walker High School baseball, softball, turf projects? All right, Mr. Jeff Cox makes a motion. Dr. Ron seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion is carried.
We went the other day and we met with the principal and the coaches and stuff and the athletic director, and they had a long list of reasons, you know, and concerns they had with the field that we got right now. It was like, 80+ times that they could have been on that field in practice, and they couldn't because of weather. Rain, any of y'all that knows about that, whenever it rains, you got those fields, you can't, 2 or 3 days, you can't do anything. And if y'all been to any of those games, you've seen the kids have to run out there and drag those turfs out and start putting them all over the field. It's just a lot with it. They gotta seed the fields, you gotta fertilize them, you gotta water them, grass cut. And I even come one time and I called one of them, I said, hey, why are we paying for cutting the grass in the wintertime? Grass don't go in the wintertime. And then that's when I got educated. I said, well, they still gotta keep grass up. They gotta, put ryegrass or something out there, to keep the erosion away. But I found that out. But the equipment they gotta use, when they have a tournament or game or something, then right in the middle of it, they have to relocate or go somewhere else that does have turf field. So that was some of the concerns that they had, so we agreed with them.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Cox. Item number 8, discussion and... 7. Discussion and action on authority to advertise for bids and granting tax exempt status for the Walker High School turf projects. Do we have a motion to grant the superintendent authority to advertise for bids and grant tax exempt status for the Walker High School turf projects? Dr. Ron makes a motion. Mr. Cecil Harris seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. The motion is carried. Item number 8, discussion and action on the report of the athletic medical staff meeting held on Monday, June 2nd. Chairperson, 2025, Chairperson Dr. Ron.
Athletic Medical Staff Committee met Monday, June 2nd, 4 p.m. Committee members present were Mr. Brad Sharp, Mr. Robert Seals, Mr. Cecil Harris, Dr. Ron McMorris, myself. Other attendees were Mr. Jeff Cox, Mr. Jody Purvis, Mr. Bruce Chafin, Ms. Tracy McCray. Absent were Mr. Jeff Brazell, Mr. Bradley Harris, Ms. Caitlin Clark, Cockerham, and Mr. Stephen Lee. Call to order was made. proposal to restructure the Title I teacher position was read out by Ms. Bonnie Cox. After discussion, a motion was made, duly seconded to adopt the proposal. The motion was made by Mr. Cecil Harris, seconded by Mr. Brad Sharp. Voting was unanimous, and then the meeting adjourned.
Y'all had a fast one, didn't you?
Pretty quick.
That's good, yeah. All right, this is all coming from the committee, so we won't have a motion or a second, so we will vote on the proposal as presented by Dr. Ron of the Athletic Medical Staff Committee. Is there any discussion on this? There being no discussion, all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion is carried. Item 9, discussion and action on the superintendent's recommendation for the following contracts. Subsection A, substitute supervisor of instruction contract at central office.
All right, Mr. Link, I recommend the approval of a performance-based contract for Mr. Wesley Parton, substitute supervisor of instruction here at the central office, effective July 2nd, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Mr. Parton's been with us, I think since '05 in the district, and he's had the, kind of that traditional role, teacher, administrative assistant, assistant principal, and principal, and he's been principal since 2014 at Southside Junior High, and we're recommending an approval of this contract.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for the substitute supervisor of instruction at central office? Dr. Ron makes a motion. Mr. Cecil Harris seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. The motion is carried. Congratulations, Mr. Park.
Congratulations there, Wes.
You weren't sweating there, were you, bud? I had to say something.
I haven't sent an email to my teacher, but I will do that.
Okay.
You might need to do that. This is a live
I
meeting.
need to do it, my friend. All right. Subsection B, substitute principal contract at the Pathways School. Superintendent Purvis.
All right, I recommend the approval of a performance-based contract for Mr. Kevin Shakesnyder, substitute principal, Pathway School, effective August 5th, 2025 through through May 22nd, 2026. Mr. Shakesnyder's been with us since '06. His recent position since 2018. He has been an administrator, and he served at Live Oak High, Pine Ridge, and Pathways. So we recommend the approval of that contract.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for substitute principal at Pathways School? Mr. Bob Seals makes a motion. Mr. Jeff Cox seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion is carried. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin. Guys, I'm glad that y'all were in favor of that contract, so he didn't pull out the boxing gloves on us.
All right. Subsection C, substitute principal contract at Springfield Middle School.
All right, I recommend the approval of a performance-based contract for Mr. Josh Ivy, substitute principal, Springfield Middle School, effective May 27th, 2025 through December 29th, 2025. Mr. Ivy is currently serving in that position since 2024.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for the substitute principal at Springfield Middle School? Dr. Ron is going to make the motion. Mr. Cecil Harris is going to second. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion is also carried.
Congratulations, Josh.
Oh, I didn't see him back there.
He's hiding back in the corner.
Hey. Subsection D, business manager contract at central office.
All right, I recommend the approval of a performance-based contract for Miss Ashley Amy, business manager position here at central office, effective July 11th, 2025 through June 30th, 2028. And I'm asking for approval of that contract.
I'm glad you did, buddy.
Exactly.
Do we have a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for the business manager at central office? Mr. Bob Seals makes a motion, Mr. Jeff Cox seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. The motion's carried. Congratulations, Ms. Ashley.
So Ms. Ashley's not with us tonight. I mean, normally she is. And I did forget to say that she's been the assistant business manager, which you all know since 2019. She's the one who helps keep us straight. And so we are, you know, that's a big position and we're concerned about that transition. However, we feel very confident that we can make that transition in the business department.
And I taught and coached her back in the day, so I can vouch to you.
There we go.
All right, item number 10, approval of monthly financial report, update on audit findings, payment of invoices, and district supplements. All right, do we have a motion to approve the monthly financial report, update on audit findings, payment of invoices, and district supplements? Dr. Ron makes a motion, Mr. Brad Harris seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. That motion's carried. Item 11, superintendent comments, Mr. Purvis.
All right. Mr. Link, members of the board, I'll try to make this brief, and I have several things listed for you in notes, and some of those are just date reminders, then you can take a look at those. We're in full swing during the summer preparing for the upcoming year. I really think this is one of the busiest times of the year for us. And, you know, having some of that turnover even makes that, you know, a little more challenging. I did tell someone the other day I would be really offended if this turnover wasn't due to retirement, but the majority of this turnover is simply due to that 30-plus years of service with our district. So we are excited for those individuals, but it makes things really busy during the summer to make those changes. So we're working through that, and we'll have a few more that we'll be bringing to you probably at the next meeting to have some more approvals of position or contracts. Next week, we have various teachers, administrators, and central office employees that will be at the Teacher Leader Summit in New Orleans. That will be from July 10th through the 12th. My leadership team and we will be there as well, but we will be available on our phones if we're needed. Mr. Chafin, Ms. McRae, and I will be attending the last conference in Lake Charles the following week, so July 17th through the 19th. And then another big thing that we have going on the 16th, we start summer school. So you'll start to see some buses on the road, and from the 16th through the 27th, we do have some summer school sites, and we have our team working very hard to get that up and running this year. Made a few adjustments. I think the adjustments we've made are going to be very, very impactful for our kids. So we're looking forward to seeing how that comes out. Mr. Jeff Taylor's hosting a parish-wide millage meeting on June 10th. I think you've been made aware of that already, but just as a reminder, that's at 6 o'clock at the Sheriff's Training Center. Miss Amy will be out of town, but myself, Ms. Stewart, and Ms. Danae Idell will be representing us there, as well as any of you that want to attend as well. So that will be on June 10th at the Sheriff's Office Training Center. I have another little note there that based per my contract, I'm asked to give an update on the district at the second board meeting in June. So at the next meeting, I will be providing a short update on the district and kind of upcoming stuff for next year. And then also Mr. Link will be getting with each of you regarding the superintendent evaluation process. He'll be getting with you at the next meeting on that. Look, as always, I just appreciate what each of you do, the time that each of you put in, the calls that you take. This is I know sometimes those calls may not always be the most pleasant, but you handle those well, and I appreciate the support from each of you. I do ask that you look at those last couple reminders on those upcoming meetings that we have, that I have listed in your notes as well. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Purvis. All right, we'll just go to item number 12 then, our adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Mr. Bob makes a motion, Mr. Jeff Cox seconds. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? There are none. The motion is carried. This meeting is adjourned.